Ah, yes, don't worry, you read that title right. Some like to say that there is a reason for everything, but the only thing that I can think of for this case was that the world wanted to see me lose $170. It was a random weekday, I had worked the day before and finally got off, so I decided to sleep in a little until about 9 and then get ready to start heading to the gym around 10. For the past couple of weeks, I'd been taking it easy, shifting early, and not really hammering on the WRX as much because it was in major need of an oil change and I wasn't taking any risks. This particular day though, I hadn't felt the seat hugging G-forces of the Subaru WRX in a while, so I decided to start hammering it. I was like a dog sticking his head out the window. The excitement of the speed was hitting all the right receptors that produce happiness in my brain. A pack of cars ahead was getting closer, so I decided to just let off the gas and just start engine braking back to the flow of traffic. I'm on my way to the gym, so my music is blaring. I'm kind of getting in that headspace of me lift heavy thing. This is where it all goes south though. As I glance up into the rearview mirror, I see a gray Dodge Durango with its red and blue lights flashing. Uh-oh, a cop. I switch to the inside lane. Maybe he's just trying to get past me, somebody else flew past him or something. We just got a call to go somewhere. I feel bad for holding this guy up. He immediately moves right behind me. Oh shoot, this guy's coming for me. No, that can't be right. Was I really going that fast? I seriously never saw this guy even come up from behind me. I found out that his sirens weren't even on. Maybe he thought that if I heard them I was gonna run or something. I don't know why he never turned them on, just the lights were on. I slow down, pull off to a good spot to stop, and I turn off the car and place my hands on the steering wheel. This wasn't my first time being pulled over. I'd only been pulled over one time before, and that was whenever I was in my Jeep. I had the doors off, my light bar cover was off, a bunch of things that were probably gonna get me a ticket or something, but this time I knew it was something bad. I'm sitting in the car, I have thoughts running through my head. Oh god, how expensive is this ticket gonna be? Do I try and just cry and get off the hook? How high is my insurance gonna be after this? I was more so concerned about what the effects of the speeding ticket were gonna be. I knew that I was speeding, I wasn't gonna try and lie, and there was no way of getting out of this situation. So my next worry, of course, was money. Anyways, the officer comes up, he tells me the basic, this traffic stop is being visually and audibly recorded, all that stuff. And he asks for my documents saying he got me speeding back in the 40. I accept this, get my documents out of the glove box and give it to the officer. And since I usually leave my wallet in my backpack, I tell him this, go to my backpack, look for my wallet, it's not in there. Oh god, I'm gonna get another fine. I tell him I don't have my ID, so he takes my name and my birthday and he goes back to the car to run me. I don't have any previous history, I'd never gotten a ticket before or anything, I've only been pulled over one time before this, so I was hoping that he would, have some leniency on me and maybe I'd get off with just a warning, but I forgot my ID. He could write me a huge ticket and give me points. I sit there for about 10 minutes and I'm looking back at him and I'm like, maybe he's, just making me wait to waste my time and then he's going to give me a warning, but the longer I wait, the more I realize I think he is going to be writing me a ticket and he really wouldn't be sitting back there that long if he wasn't doing some paperwork or something. When he comes back to the car, what do you know? He has a piece of paper in his hand. But the best possible scenario happened, you could say, for getting a ticket. So yes, I did get a ticket, but I didn't get any points. And I didn't get a fine for not having my license on me. And I only got written for doing 5 over the speed limit. So I could not have been given a bigger break besides just getting let off with a warning. And so I do consider this a win, I guess. What was also funny is that whenever he walked back to his car, I looked up, traffic stop was over, and this Nissan 350Z comes flying past us. This thing was super loud, and I looked back in the rearview to look at the cop, and he's just going like this. I'm like, what are you doing, bruh? You pulled me over. This guy's going faster than I was. His car is super loud and everything. The traffic stop's over. Go get this guy. Well, I pull off from the traffic stop and the whole way to the gym, I just keep thinking, man, how did I not even see or notice him pull up behind me? I was driving that same route the next day because I had to go to work, but this time I kept my eye out. I wanted to see where this guy was sitting and where he was coming from because I did not see him whenever I got pulled over yesterday. And he's in this tiny little spot tucked off onto the side, so that way he'll speed past and you can't see him because these little trees are in the way. And the day before, I had completely overlooked this and sped through this section. Now again, my explanation for why he didn't use his sirens was that maybe he thought I was going to run, or maybe my music really was so loud that I didn't hear him with his sirens on, but I don't think that's the case. If you have any idea why he would not put his sirens on, you should leave a comment down below and tell me, because I just think it's because he thought I was going to run if he turned his sirens on and I heard him, because he really did sneak up behind me. I'm not too concerned with it, but open to hear your guys' ideas if you have any. And it was an unfortunate scenario, as it was like the one day that I decided to really rip the WRX, because I'd been taking it easy because I wanted to change my oil. So if the oil was low or it was bad or anything, I just didn't want to risk anything going wrong with the car. And just the one day that I decided to, rip into a little bit, I get pulled over. I do consider him giving me a pretty big break though, so Can't complain about that, but I did decide just to pay it. It was really cheap, a lot cheaper than it could have been, so I just decided to pay the ticket. He has me on dash cam, he did clock me on radar, so I thought he gave me a pretty big break. There's no point in fighting it. And hopefully if you do get pulled over, maybe you'll get as lucky as me or even luckier than me and just get a warning. But I hope you guys enjoyed hearing about this experience at the cost of my well-being. And if you're still watching at this point, please go down and hit that subscribe button. We've been growing so much, it would mean a lot if you could just take 2 seconds and hit it really fast for me. That's all that I got for you guys today though. Thank you so much for watching and all the support, and I will see you guys in the next one.